shit. Uh, I'm I'm slowly losing weight. You know, I had one meal today, and I had that Red Bull. That was it, man. One meal. What did I have? I had like baked chicken with some with pasta salad for my carbs, and then I had oh yeah, I had seafood salad again. So I had two types of salad: a seafood salad and a pasta salad. And you feel what I'm saying? Now I'm in like an hour or so from now, maybe like 2 hours from now, I'm gonna have my dinner around 8 o'clock. And I think I'm just gonna have a salad, man. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Have me a salad and just hold the carbs. Hold the carbs. I'm trying to lose some weight. This is all about that carb intake, man. That's the key to losing weight. Carb intake and exercise. You put too many carbs in your system, it don't matter, man. You're gonna still be heavy if you're working out. You only lose weight when you watch them carbs. See, it's all about the goddamn carbs, bro. Too many carbs can like bloat you, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's different types of carbs too. Like pizza, I don't fuck with that unless it's thin slice. You know what I'm saying? Thin crust pizza, that's what I fuck with. But that thick shit, man, that shit will put pounds on your ass. But I noticed that, bro, like, and this goes over to China too, man. Like, they talk about this on that Leftover Woman channel all the time, how like, if men are unaccomplished, they're not cared for in the society, man. They're invisible. You know what I'm saying? And nobody cares about you, man, unless you do something big, or you're making a whole lot of money, or you're famous, or you got the bag. Nobody cares about you, you know? Nobody gives a fuck about you. I noticed that, man, and the older you get, and the less accomplished you are, the more invisible you get to like females, people in general. It's just like, you know, now I see why Denzel Washington and all them other like actors, you know, accomplish things, man, because as you get older, it just gets worse with the invisibleness, man. You're just invisible if you're not accomplished in this lifetime, man. And it gets worse as you get older, because as you get older, you're supposed to be worth more. That's how society is ran, bro. Men are supposed to be worth more when they get older. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not worth more as you age, bro, you're gonna have a hard life. You're gonna always be struggling. Now I really understand why there's so many goddamn millionaires here in the Bay Area. Now I really understand. When people are out there after that bag, nobody wants to be a nobody, bro. So, you know, nobody wants to be a nobody, bro. It feels hard. It's a hard pill to fucking swallow to get to be a certain age and you a nobody. People just walk by you like you ain't nobody. Now I understand why people become famous, because it feels good to be famous. It feels good only for a little bit though, where people are like, I can't believe it's you. Oh my God, it's Hellcat. Oh my God, can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture of me? That's cool at first, but I'm pretty sure them celebrities, they get tired of that shit after a while. But nobody wants to be ignored. That's the worst. You know what I'm saying? To be unaccomplished is worse than being famous. Hey, man, I'd rather be famous with a bunch of people and a bunch of fucking paparazzi following me, and you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be that than be a nobody. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying? Than being famous, because being famous got its It's right on the tip of my tongue. You know, got it. Even being famous got its ups and downs. Okay, it's not being famous and you know just with a bunch of clout. There's some downside to that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if you weigh the being famous and then being a nobody, if you weigh those both together, being famous is better than being a nobody. It is. I'd rather be famous than be a nobody. I'd rather be a well accomplished than be not accomplished at all. You see what I'm saying? Being broke and dusty is the worst thing in the world for anybody. Being broke your whole entire life is the worst fucking shit that I could ever go through. That's why I'm so on this bag chase right now. I'm so on this fucking bag chase, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So you got two options. You're gonna become rich or just famous or both, or you're just gonna be broke and dusty your whole entire life. Nobody knows who you are. You know, you haven't done anything, you haven't accomplished anything. And another thing, some people hit the lottery and the lottery becomes their worst nightmare. Well, yeah, because you go around running your mouth telling everybody that you won, so you become a target. Talking about hitting the lottery. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Yeah, because you didn't keep shit to your goddamn self. You ran around telling everybody. So you became a target, like I said, and your life is hell now. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do is keep your mouth shut and go live somewhere by yourself. Cut all ties with people who are not like you. You know, rich. Cut off like even your girlfriend. Break up with her and get by yourself, man. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers' life become hell after they get the bag is because they running around telling everybody and they don't even got no security to protect them from like motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, keep your mouth shut when you get a bag. And then you won't have to deal with the lottery curse or just having just a bad curse in general. The lottery, rapper, or whatever. You don't have to deal with the curse if you move a certain way. You run your goddamn mouth too much about your winnings. You know what I'm saying? You run your mouth out too much about how much you getting and what gift you got, you know, and showing off, you know, Chanel bags and all the other shit, man. That's what happened to Pop Smoke. He was showing off. That's how he got killed. You know what I'm saying? He moved stupidly because he was so young. I think Pop Smoke was like 20, 21. Oh yeah, it's easy. He was too famous, too young. Like some people have no business being famous. Like people who are like teenagers and stuff. Nah, you shouldn't be famous at, you know, being a teenager. You should start being famous after you turn like maybe like 25. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then you can kind of handle fame more. But I think people who become famous at a young age, they're heading for a disaster, man. You know what I'm saying? And they get done wrong by the industries and stuff. I remember those groups, ABC, BBD, you know, was another bad creation. That little rap boy band, the Kids. You know what I'm saying? Criss Cross. You know what I'm saying? They became famous too goddamn young, man. They don't know the ins and outs. They don't know people. And one of the Criss Cross guys, he had an addiction. He had a heart attack or something, or he had an overdose. Yeah, because he became famous too young. It's easy to get caught up with addictions and shit when you young and shit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tupac. I think he became famous too young. He had a hot head. he couldn't stop running his mouth until they killed his ass. If he would have let that shit alone and didn't make that track hit him up, he would still have been alive. But nah, he had to go and make the track hit him up. He talking about killing people on the track and stuff. Talking about, yeah, we gonna kill all you motherfuckers. Like, bro, you talking about killing people? For what, bro? I think Tupac was out of line for making that song, man. And I think he was out of line, now that I think, because I'm older and I'm wiser now, I think he was out of line for keeping it going, keeping that beef going. Because people were getting killed behind that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So he was young, he didn't inexperienced. All he knew how to do was react negatively, you know, to something. You know, he was very emotional, like a goddamn female. And I was like that too when I was younger. But now I got older, I started realizing, like, damn, Tupac, he really caused his own death, man. He was talking about killing motherfuckers and on the track, talking about you deserve to die. On that song, Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the lyrics, he was talking about killing Biggie, talking about killing Puff Daddy. And I'm like, bro, this is a beef, a rap beef. This is not, you know, a war and shit where motherfuckers, you know, suit up and get vests and guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this is just a rap beef. You should have just left that killing people alone. And at the end, he talking about, my fofo make sure all your kids don't grow. Like, dude, is it that really? Is it that serious? To talk about killing somebody else's kids? Now that I think about that, man, when I was young, I was like, yeah, Tupac, fuck them motherfuckers, man, West Side, nigga, West Side. Now I got older, I was like, goddamn, we was totally out of pocket. Cause you can see it clearly now. Cause you done gain knowledge, you gain wisdom. And you saw that he could have just left that shit alone and kept making his money. But nah, he felt a certain way. He thought that Biggie and Puff Daddy had him set up. Okay, well, you didn't really have to go make a song about everything, bro. You could have maybe give him a diss, a sneak diss or something like that without putting their name in it. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving, bro. Unless you was really gonna go to war with guns and ammo and a vest, then you should have kept your motherfucking mouth shut. Cause ain't nobody playing about their life, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about killing them, they gonna come around and kill you before you get to them. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there with no vest, no gun. But bro, you just got on the track and you told motherfuckers you was gonna kill them. What the fuck? And you out there with no vest, you out the top of the rooftop of the BMW that Suge Knight was driving, and you waving at your fans and stuff with no vest, no nothing, no gun. Like, bro, that was in a war. You was in a war zone. You was out there just, yeah, them niggas ain't gonna open fire on me, man. Well, you know what? They showed your ass. They opened fire on your motherfucking ass, bro. Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They opened fire and they came through. They was about that war. You was about talking on the track. Even though it sound good the way you said it and all that other stuff made it look like you was a real killer on the track. But once you got off the track, you was unarmed with no vest. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't strapped up, you wasn't armed up, you wasn't prepared for the comeback or for the revenge. You never, you know, you didn't think that P. Diddy was gonna put a hit out on you, bro? And all the shit you was saying about him on the track, you thought it was all a game. Yeah, he was the realest rapper, but mostly he was the stupidest rapper too at the same time. He wasn't smart. He kept getting into trouble. You know what I'm saying? Left that female with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I would have never left that female with them dudes. I would have stayed there till everybody was out of the room. And you know what I'm saying? The woman cried rape when you turned your back. See, he was too young, inexperienced. too young to be famous. You know what I'm saying? He was always talking about having a gun in a vest and being stressed and being paranoid and shit. What was the gun at that night when them niggas opened up fire on you, man? Where was the gun in the vest? That night, you had no gun, no vest, but you was talking about killing somebody on Hit 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you were just running your mouth. You like a chihuahua. But when it's time to do some real killing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ready. You wasn't ready to go to war with them. You don't even know Puff Daddy. I mean, you hung out with that nigga, but you don't even know what type of nigga he was. I mean, you didn't know what he was really about. You didn't know what he was capable of. You talking about this nigga? You don't even really know this nigga like that? You don't know that if he was a real killer or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I've been like, nah, I ain't gonna talk about Puffy. I don't really know that nigga like that to be talking about him on the track. I don't know what type of nigga he is. So I'm gonna just leave this alone. Forget about it. Keep making my money, keep making my songs, and just forget about it. Forget about Bad Boy. And it's another thing, he was talking about, I'm a bad boy killer. You ain't killed not a single motherfucker, bro, in your entire life. Tupac was a front, man. He was a fake, bro. Yeah, he had number hit songs. He was a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? He was the realest rapper. He talked about black issues and stuff, but he wasn't no real killer. When I was in jail, bro, I was surrounded by hitters, real hitters that do that type of stuff, that go out and probably murdered people. I don't know, but it looked like some of them niggas I was in jail with had some bodies on them. The way they had all them tattoos all over their fucking face and head and neck and body, teardrops and shit on the corner of their eye. These niggas done did some killing, man. You know what I'm saying? Some real hitters. Tupac was a fraud. And I hate to say it about the brother, him being a fraud, but nigga, when the last time you killed somebody, Tupac? Nobody, nigga, you couldn't even sell drugs. You wasn't even a really drug dealer, bro. And you was a turf hopper. Cause nigga, you from the East Coast. You was born in Baltimore. And then you come over here screaming West Side to a nigga that's really from the West Side, like me. I'm like, bro, you're not even really from here. Yeah, you represent the West Side well, but you're not from here. You was born in Baltimore. You an East Coast nigga. You from the East Coast coming over here screaming West Side. That's, to me, that's turf hopping, and that's some fraud shit. You a fraud. You know what I'm saying? And you got killed like a bitch. And you wasn't ready for that shit. Like me, let me tell you something. If it was me who made that Hit 'Em Up track, every single day, nigga, I would have had a vest and a gun. It don't matter. It don't matter if I'm on probation or not. Getting caught with it or getting caught without it. That night, if Tupac was really about that action and he was ready for the payback, you know what I'm saying? He would have had a vest and a gun. He would have sat his ass down in that fucking BMW and been paranoid and had his hand on the trigger. The killers pull up and shoot your fucking shit. You know what they say? They said we would have never had spotted Tupac if he wasn't out of the window or out of the rooftop waving at his fans. We would have never had spotted Tupac, if he wasn't out of the rooftop waving at his fans. You feel what I'm saying? So the guy, Tupac, was a fraud, bro. And I know I got people, they're gonna come over here and say, oh man, why you gotta say that about Tupac, man? Tupac was real, you know. Nah, he never was. He wasn't no gangster. He wasn't no killer, no real hitter that killed people. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like that. And he painted a brush like, I mean, he painted a picture to make it look like he was a killer and you don't fuck with me. And you hear his lyrics, right? Plus all you busters is jealous. Pull your gun out and blast. I dare you niggas to open fire. I murder that ass and disappear before the cops come running. My Glock spitting rounds, niggas falling down, clutching their stomach. That's that nigga lyrics though. Where was your Glock on September 13th, 1996, when you needed it the most? If you would have had that, look, Tupac got killed. He got shot in the chest multiple times where he could have had the vest. If he would have had that vest on, the vest would have caught the bullets, and he'd been able to reach out the window and return fire at that Cadillac, and he would have hit somebody. You see what I'm saying? If he would have had that vest, and it would have been boom, 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 boom to the chest, and the plate in the middle of I had a vest one time. The plate in the middle of the fucking goddamn, the middle of the chest would have caught them bullets, and he would have been able to reach out and return fire. That's what I'm saying. Being prepared for a real beef. You could tell this nigga wasn't from the streets, him and Suge Knight. Because these niggas was walking around unarmed. Nigga, real gangsters and stuff carry pistols and weapons and shit because of the shit that they said to somebody or the shit that they did to somebody, and a while back. Because they live by this code. Getting caught with it or getting caught without it. Now, I went to jail because I was carrying my pistol on me. You know what I'm saying? But I live by that code. Getting caught with it or getting caught without it. Now, getting caught with it, you do a little bit of jail time. And you survive. Getting caught without it, that's the graveyard. You ain't coming back from that. You can survive prison, but you can't, or in jail, but you can't survive no goddamn graveyard. Your ass ain't here no more. Tupac was a fraud, bro. He was a studio gangster. He was faking the funk, bro. You see what I'm saying? West Side and all the other shit. Like, nigga, sit down, Tupac, bro. Nigga couldn't really even fight. He was getting knocked out when he was young because he was so goddamn skinny like me. Like I was skinny. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, you from Baltimore, East Coast. You coming over here to real niggas who are from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to his earlier tracks, man, he wasn't screaming on West Side, bro. He was just talking about some OG shit, some gangster shit. You feel what I'm saying? And all of a sudden he get with Death Row. Now he from the West Side? Like, fuck out of here, bro. That was phony and fake. You see what I'm saying? I'm back to what I was saying about being famous too young. He was too young to be famous. Because he didn't know how to handle it. He didn't know who to trust. When you famous, you gotta surround yourself with people who got money like you. He was surrounding himself with no-name people. I'm seeing niggas he hanging out with when he was doing the Thug Life album. When he was doing the Thug Life album, the niggas he was hanging with was no-name. They was leeching off of him. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was paying for everything. No-name niggas. Why you hanging out with them? You supposed to be hanging out with niggas that's like you, that's successful like you. That's why you got caught with that rape case, bro. You hanging out with niggas who you don't know. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He still would have been alive. He would have had a vest on, nigga, and you would have been ready for that action. Cause you don't know who Puffy is, man. You don't even know he about that action or not. So you gonna talk about this man on the track like you know him, like you grew up with the nigga and you know how he is? You talking about a nigga you don't even know, bro. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know his mindset and his capabilities. You don't know that. So you're gonna just throw your head in first. I'ma show this nigga. Don't fuck with the West Side, nigga. Throw the W up. Like, bruh, you wasn't doing that last night. You feel it up? I mean, you wasn't doing that night. You wasn't throwing no West Side up. You was getting shot up, bro. Them niggas, they don't care. The killers and stuff, they don't care if you famous. You disrespect them, bro. They gon' come and kill you. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be smart, man. He was dumb. Tupac was dumb. He had knowledge, but he was dumb and stupid and young. Cause when I was younger, bro, I was on Tupac's side. And I had a hot head myself when I was young. And I was like, hell yeah, what's up? Especially when Tupac died, I bought all his albums and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to him almost every single day. But now that I think about it, you know, Tupac wasn't no real role model, man. He wasn't no leader, bro. He was too emotional. He react badly to everything. And he had a hot head. You feel what I'm saying? You know, he had a hot head, and you know, it's just like, and they got it killed. His mouth got him killed. His hot head got him killed, bro. Your mouth can get you killed, especially if you talking about you gonna kill another man on the track. Just like he was like, my fofo. Or what he say? Fuck all you motherfuckers. Fuck you, die slow, motherfucker. My fofo, make sure all your kids don't grow. So when you say that shit, bro, niggas they're gonna act accordingly. They're gonna say, okay, so nigga, you trying to kill me? I'm gonna kill you first. He should have been ready for that, bro. But Tupac was running his fucking mouth too much, and that's what got him killed, man. You ain't from the streets. You was born poor, but you wasn't no real drug dealer or a real killer. Because real killers, man, they paranoid like a motherfucker. They ready for the comeback or the payback that they did last week, or the killing that they did like a month ago. They fidgety, they looking around. Somebody trying to kill me. I know I smoked that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They fidgety and fucking paranoid because they done did they done killed people and robbed people and jacked people and shit like that. And they looking over their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just like that's a real street nigga. You know, a gangster. He don't think that a gangster, like a studio gangster, a fake gangster, like that don't come from the streets. He hasn't like experienced somebody roughing him up because he ran his mouth too much, or like he hasn't experienced motherfuckers trying to get him for the killing that he did like 3 or 4 months ago, or you know he's you know what I'm saying, like real gangsters carry weapons at all times, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Tupac was unarmed last night, bro, and you didn't have a vest on, bro, and you had money to he had money to get it. You know, him and Suge wasn't from the streets either, bro. You know, he started getting like power and stuff when he started roughing people up, or when he got like, you know, Death Row started. That's when he started like roughing people up and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't no real gangster too, because he was unarmed that night too. Suge Knight was unarmed. Like a real gangsters, they carry weapons. And guess who was armed that night? Real gangsters. You feel what I'm saying? Real gangsters. The Crips, they were armed that night of the Tupac killing. Okay? They always carried a weapon on them. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had a weapon, bro, because they real killers. You know, that guy, Orlando Anderson, he was a real killer. Okay? He wasn't no studio gangster talking about killing somebody. But no, he was out there really killing he was out there killing people. Him and Big Dre, you know what I'm saying? And Keefy D, they were real killers, bro. They were real Crips that go around doing drive-by shooting. The real thing. Tupac wasn't like that, bro. Dude didn't have, I'm pretty sure Tupac didn't even have like the guts to even pull a trigger on somebody. You see what I'm saying? He didn't have no guts like that. Suge Knight too. Even though he was going around slapping people and, you know, beating men and women up, for doing wrong things. And I heard stories. He was slapping people, punching people. He was assaulting people just to get his name out there, and he became feared because of his size. Really, if he was smaller, nobody would really fear Suge Knight like that. You see what I'm saying? But he was 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds. Okay, looked like a fucking linebacker. Niggas are scared of him. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know if Suge Knight got bodies on. Yeah, he got bodies on him. He ran them two dudes over. That's why he in jail. He got a life sentence right now. Suge ain't never getting out of jail, bro. He gonna die in there. He gonna spend his last days in jail. You know what I'm saying? He like 60 now? You see what I'm saying? So nah, man, none of them niggas is real killers and shit. And then Puffy, even though he might have something to do with it, but he lived till he was 50-something years old before he went to jail, and and Puffy might not get out of jail. So if he did kill Tupac, that's the payback right there. You know what I'm saying? So Puffy, if he did put a hit on Tupac, he was about that action. He was really about that action. He put the money up and put a price on your head, bro. You was running your mouth on that track. Motherfuckers they real killers, man. You see what I'm saying? They real killers. You running your mouth and you wasn't even prepared for the payback, for the revenge. You wasn't prepared. You didn't realize you said you was gonna kill them dudes though, bro. And this how real street niggas think. They think like, well, I gotta kill this nigga first. He talking about he gonna kill me, I'm gonna hit him up. Okay, nigga, I'm gonna put a price on your fucking head. Put a price on your motherfucking head and have you killed. So that way I can live on to be old and gray and raise my kids, and while your ass is gone. Tupac been gone. Puffy still alive, bro. He in jail now, but he lived to be 50-some years old before he went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Nobody went to go get Puffy, because I guess he was the one that was calling the shots. He probably was the one who put a hit out on Tupac, but there's no evidence of that. Only Keefy D talking about, yeah, Puffy, bro. He said this, he said that. What time is it? Yeah, Puffy, he did this, he did that, and he set out. He put a hit out on Tupac. He told me he was gonna pay me, and never did. He never did with his ass, right? You know what I'm saying? He talking about, man, the day I met you, dude, my life has been hell. So yeah, you made a deal without getting paid first, or at least getting half of the money first. You know what I'm saying? You went off of what P. Diddy was gonna say. Nah, he wasn't gonna pay you the money, man, because you would have left that's a paper trail right there for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he gave the money to somebody else or something like that, but he didn't give it to the killers. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be running your mouth, man, when you talking about some real gangster shit, man. You better be ready to get into some real gangster shit. If you talking about killing dudes on your track, yeah, it sounds good and everything, bro, but that's not real life. Real life is when the bullets start really flying at your head and at your chest. That's when the shit get real, bro. Making a song about that, yeah, triple platinum. His song went platinum, the best battle record. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, nigga, you went straight forward talking about killing somebody. You went beyond just talking about somebody, because usually a battle beef, you talk about somebody's clothes, or you talk about how bummy they are, or you talk about their haircut. You know what I'm saying? Or you make fun of them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk about killing the dude. Cause I remember when LL Cool J and what's his name was battling. I think it was Jay-Z and LL Cool J was battling. They ain't talking about killing each other on the track, man. Nas and Jay-Z was battling. They ain't talking about killing nobody. They was trying to destroy each other's careers. They was making fun of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that one, what's that one song with on Ether? And he Ether fucked like Jay-Z up. and he was talking about, yeah, man, what did he say? You 36 in the karate class? Tybo Ho trying to work it out. And he had Jay-Z on a motherfucking head of, he had his head on a monkey in a karate suit. That shit was funny. That's a beef, bro. Like nobody's talking about killing each other and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? No fofos killing somebody's kid. You know what I'm saying? Talking about my fofo, make sure all your kids don't grow. That's something that's real. Like that's like he went overboard. Tupac went overboard doing that. You did too much. You said too much. You know, and you didn't prepare for what the bullets was gonna come flying at you. You didn't prepare for it. Like if it was, like I said, man, if it was me and I made a song like Hit 'Em Up, and you best believe, nigga, every time I step out, the vest and the gun is coming with me, bro. I done said too much. I said, I done said I'm gonna kill this nigga, man. I done prepare, man, because I said I was gonna kill these niggas, man. You know, they might come and try to kill me first. That's how street niggas think, man. But nah, Tupac wasn't no street nigga. He wasn't. He might have seemed like he was a street nigga, man, because he studied the game and shit on the streets. All he did was study and hear what the stories and shit was happening on the streets and what was going on in the street. He was just talking about that, man. Talking about the stories from his peers on the streets. You see what I'm saying? So what he did was he just internalized that, and he fucking put it in his music and made it sound good and shit like that. But he wasn't no real killer. Don't get it twisted. Tupac wasn't no real killer. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was, he would have been strapped up that night. Gangsters are paranoid for what they did in the past. Like I said, they paranoid from what they did in the past to people. You see what I'm saying? Since Tupac ain't really killed nobody, he ain't nervous or fidgety. You know what I'm saying? He ain't paranoid about, you know, the killing that he did, you know, a couple of months ago. You know, what is he to be paranoid about? You see what I'm saying? Like, he ain't no real gangster. He thought it was just, yeah, I'm gonna kill them all up, and then, the blah blah blah. Okay, I'm done. Let's go get some Togos real quick. I'm starving. I done talked about killing these niggas on the track. You know what I'm saying? Or let's go to El Polo Loco, you know, because he liked El Polo Loco and shit like that. He got the first thing he did when he got out of jail was he got some El Polo Loco and shit like that, right? So then he wasn't prepared, man, and it cost him his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, if you're gonna do something like that and talk about killing people on the track, you at least be prepared for when they come to get you, man. Especially you in LA. No, he was in Las Vegas. No, you in Las Vegas at a Tyson fight where everybody comes together. That's how beefs happen, man. The Crips and Bloods come together because there's a Tyson fight. Crips love Tyson, Bloods love Tyson. Eventually, if you go to one of those events, you're gonna run into your enemies. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how the cookie crumbles. You're gonna run into people that you don't like. You should have been prepared. You should be like, man, we had an event, man. Put on the vest, gun, because I don't know who we gonna run into when we out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just smart thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then he ran after Orlando Anderson, and they bumped into him in the lobby or something like that, and they jumped him. Like, why would you do that, bro? You just got out of jail. You jumping people, bro, being a famous person that got something to lose. You know what I'm saying? Versus a nigga like Orlando Anderson who don't have anything to lose. He's a real killer. You basically jumped a real killer out there fighting, bro, over a chain. You should have let that shit go and said, fuck it, we're not feeding into that. We got you a brand new chain. We're going to let it go, man. You see what I'm saying? You still alive. We still alive. We're going to keep on making money. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I would have been the OG of the fucking goddamn I've been telling Suge like, bro, like don't feed into it. It ain't gonna do nothing but lead to jail and murder. You see what I'm saying? You know, let Biggie Smalls go. Let that shit go, bro. That's what I would have said. You see what I'm saying? Like back then, you know, I was like Tupac when I was small. I was in my teens. I was like 16. I was like, yeah, nigga, we gonna bust shots at them. Yeah, I was with him. I was like, cause I was hella young, bro. I didn't know shit. I didn't have no knowledge and no wisdom, bro. But now that I gotten older and I gained it, and I see who was at fault and how Tupac could have avoided that shit and kept making his money. You feel what I'm saying? Now I see that it was all Tupac's fault for him getting killed. He got himself killed, running his mouth. But I gotta go, man. At the end of this video, I got to this spot real quick. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some people just, you know, don't give a damn. Well, I got off track, man, talking about Tupac and shit. But I was talking about being famous and shit. Know how nobody cares about you until you do make it. And it's true, bro. Like I've been feeling invisible, you know, especially when I gain weight. I feel invisible, you know, ever since I got over 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I got a broken family. I don't like my family or nothing like that. You know, I mean, I don't like my family and shit like that, man. And it's like until you like become something in life, bro. You know, until you do what you have to do in life, you're not gonna fucking. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you until you cross the finish line. That's just the way it is. You know, as I close this video out, you know, and I see why niggas go after the bag, because it feels bad to be unaccomplished at a certain age. You see what I'm saying? You get over 35, you get over 40, you're not accomplished, you don't got anything, you don't have any houses, you don't have no cars and stuff like that, and all you're doing is getting older and losing looks and you're not even gaining money. You see what I'm saying? You get nowhere, you're running on a treadmill or a hamster wheel, and it feels bad to be unaccomplished at a certain age. It's embarrassing, because then it shows that you wasted time throughout your whole entire life. You didn't get the bag. You didn't take the bag. You didn't take your career seriously, or whatever you was after. You know what I'm saying? You didn't take it seriously, and women gonna look at you as a straight up this loser after a certain age. That's the way they look at you, man. Because you didn't accomplish anything. You wasn't serious. You just played around with all that time that passed by. So you get punished for it. No young bitches for you. You gonna get all the old and raggedy bitches, the leftover women that nobody want, like the stalker bitch that was stalking me and shit. I don't want her. But that's the punishment for now. Oh shit, almost fucking, damn. I missed my step. That kind of messed my back up. That's the punishment for not accomplishing anything. You get leftover, ugly ass, fucked up ass face bitches, man. Short ass. Ooh, I can't stand that stalker, that bitch, bro. Man, she just would not leave me alone, guys. No matter how much I fucking like told her to leave me alone, bro, she would not do it. She wanted revenge, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You saw that bitch on the line. You see how small and frail that bitch is, and she wouldn't leave me alone, bro. She think that we really gonna be together after all that bullshit she was talking. You think you thinking that's making shit better? You think that's how you winning me over, by running your mouth and shit and trying to get your revenge, bitch? We will never be together. That's the payback and the, you know, oh, that's not, what am I saying? That's the punishment that society gives to you. You know, you accomplish things, you get rewarded with young, beautiful women and cars and jewelry and houses, you know, and yachts. You know, you don't accomplish anything, bro. You get punished with a bad, horrible life, stressed out, still struggling to pay your bills and all the other stuff. That's the punishment of it. And droughts. You get droughts. You know what I'm saying? You won't have sex for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You lose a girlfriend, be prepared to have a 3 or 4 month drought. You know what I'm saying? But the reward is getting in the bag. See, I can see why now I see why men go out there and get the bag, because there's a reward for getting the bag. Tons of sex with young, beautiful women. That's the reward, bro. And that's the reward. You see how P. Diddy and them became successful, and look at all the beautiful women they could sleep with, and look at all the cars they could drive, and look at the houses that they living in. You see what I'm saying? That's the reward for crossing the finish line. There's a reward. You know what I'm saying? You're after the reward. You're after the rewards for all the hard work and the years you put into your craft. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for the reward. There is a reward. There is a reward for crossing the finish line, bro. And there's a punishment for not crossing the finish line. Punishment is you won't get no young bitches. All the guys who are unaccomplished out here, they with women that's around their age and shit. That's your punishment. You know, a woman around your age, that's your punishment. And it's, you know, you'd rather have a young female instead of that older female that you with, that's 5 years younger than you. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't checking for you after a certain age. But once you cross that finish line, sex with beautiful, hot women, young women. Sex with beautiful young women. I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out. I'm going up this escalator.